Hey, Future Frost here, back with another data pack for the Origins mod. Today we're going to be going over the Elemental Lives Origins data pack. This pack was requested by someone over on my Discord server. If you would like to suggest your own ideas for an origin that you would like me to make, you can head over to my Discord server and you can put your suggestions there. If you encounter any bugs with this data pack, you can also go there and let me know there. We're going to try to go through this pretty quick. I'm going to put some cards up on the screen now with timestamps to where in the video each origin is going to be, because there's several origins in this data pack. Alright, so let's start out with the first origin here. We're going to be starting out with Fire Life. And on this one, first ability, Flamethrower. This is the primary. It will shoot out a flame that will light targets on fire, as you see here. It also does a bit of damage, so it's not just the fire. Another part of the Flamethrower ability is it doesn't just light targets on fire, it will also light blocks. So if I just shoot this block here, it will also light this block on fire. So that can be useful for like lighting nether portals, that kind of stuff. Okay, and then the next ability we're going to be looking at is One with the Flames. This ability gives you immunity to fire, and that includes lava. So as you can see, I'm not taking any damage. If I light myself on fire here, you can also see no damage. Alright, another ability here is Flame Transmission. Targets catch on fire when hit, so if we just go over to this sheep, when I hit it, it'll catch on fire. Alright, and then the last ability on this origin is Hydrophobia. So upon contact with water, I will start taking damage, as you can see here. Alright, so next origin here, we're going to be looking at Plant Life. The main ability on this one is Poison Ivy Vines. This one will shoot out a vine that applies poison to the target. So let's just go over to this cow here. And when I use it, you'll see the target will get the poison effect. It's pretty simple. Alright, so next ability we're going to be looking at here is Plant Caretaker. So if I shift right click a plant, it will make it grow. Alright, next ability we're going to be looking at is Regrowth. So this ability is a pretty simple one. It just makes it so you heal when you're in water. Okay, next ability we're looking at here is Flammable. So this one, you'll take extra damage from fire, lava, that kind of stuff. Okay, next ability, we're going to be looking at Light Deprivation, which will give you weakness when in low light levels. So when I head down here, you'll see I get weakness applied. Alright, next origin. This one's going to be Thunder Life. The main ability on this one, the primary, is Electrical Discharge. You'll shoot out a lightning bolt dealing 4 hearts of damage. Let's find a mob real quick. Send it out. You'll see it does damage like that. Next ability on this one is Increased Conductivity. When the player is wearing full iron armor, they get resistance, and the primary deals 7 damage. So I'll get myself iron armor real quick. Alright, and as you can see here, now that I'm wearing the iron armor, I have resistance, and if I take off any piece of the iron armor, I will lose said resistance. Next ability here, you've probably noticed this already, but I have increased speed, and the speed effect in my inventory, and that is caused by next ability, Imbued with Energy, which just gives you increased speed. Alright, next ability we're looking at here, we're below ground for this one, because grounded, when you're below Y30, you lose your increased speed and cannot use your primary. So as you can see, being in Deep Slate, I'm definitely below Y30. As you can see, definitely don't have the speed. And I'm trying to hit the button right now. Can't really prove that to you, but it's not activating my primary ability, even though cooldown isn't popped up. Alright, back above ground here, we're going to be looking at the next ability, Electrical Field. Netherite seems to conflict with your electrical field and therefore cannot be worn. So as you see here, I have Netherite in my inventory, and I just cannot put it on. Also putting it in my hand here, right clicking, doesn't put it on either. And that will apply to any piece of Netherite armor. Alright, next origin we're looking at here is Water Life. This origin, the primary ability is Tsunami. You'll send out a tsunami that pushes targets away and deals 5 hearts of damage. So let's go into this cow here. He died before getting pushed away, but as you saw, just sent him flying. Next ability, if we go over to the water here, current control. By controlling the current of the water, you boost your swimming and mining speed. So as you see here, boosted swim speed, and I also mine blocks quicker. I believe, yes. Next ability, drawing out. As you see here, when I'm on land, I get slowness. All right, and then so for the next ability here, we're going to be heading into the nether. This ability is dried out, so you'll get even more decreased speed when you're in the nether as compared to just being in the normal overworld on land. Alright, so the next origin we're going to be looking at is Ice Life. The primary ability on this one is Winter Storm. It will summon a blizzard with a 10-block radius centered on the target. Blizzard will drain health from those inside of it. So if we go to this cow here, shoot at it, it will create this blizzard effect thing. And mobs, excluding you when inside of it, will take damage. Alright, next ability we're looking at is Frigid Territory. We're here in a cold environment because boosted damage when in cold environments. So basically, if you're in a snowy environment or it has like cold in the biome name, you'll get strength. I don't remember the full list of the biomes that I added. If you feel that one needs to be added or removed, doing so over on my Discord server, you can make a request there, and I will make a change if I feel it needs to be made. And as always, the link to my Discord server will be in the description of the video here on YouTube, as well as the description on the Planet Minecraft page. Alright, so the next ability we're going to be looking at is Icy Propulsion. So when you're in water, you'll get boosted speed, similar to the boosted speed you get in Water Life. On this one, though, you do not get the haste. The next ability we're looking at here is Evaporation. So similar to Plant Life, you'll take extra damage from fire as well as lava. Next ability here, we're going to be heading back to the nether. We're going to be looking at Melted. When in the nether, your walk speed will be heavily reduced, similar to Water Life, but it also has the added that your ability also doesn't work here. So when we're in the nether, you'll see I'm trying to activate my ability, but it just won't let it work. And as you can see there, yeah, we have the slowness. The next origin we're going to be looking at here is Sun Life. First ability, the primary, heal and gain resistance as well as regeneration for 10 seconds. So I'm going to give myself some damage real quick. Alright, so now that I've taken some damage, I'm going to activate the ability. It will heal me to full health. I will gain resistance and regeneration. So if I take more damage, it will be lowered as well as it will heal itself faster. Alright, and the next ability we're going to be looking at is Blissful Light. So during the day, you'll see you get boosted speed. Next ability we're looking at is Bouncing Sunlight. During the day, we will get the glowing effect. And then for these next two abilities, we're going to set the time to night real quick. Alright, so now that it's night, next ability we're going to be looking at is Gloomy Moon. The abilities only work during the day. As you can see, I no longer have my speed. I can't activate my primary. Well, it's still recharging, but even then, I wouldn't be able to. And then the next ability, Decrease Speed at Night, which I get slowness. You'll also notice part of it being night is I no longer have the glowing, as mentioned earlier. And it being night here actually leads us perfectly into our next origin and last origin, Moon Life. So the primary ability on this one is Crescent Warship, which will heal you and also give you boosted attack speed for 30 seconds. So, yeah. Next ability after that is Bloodthirsty Moon, which is boosted attack, like damage. Wow, there are a lot of creepers. Boosted attack damage when it's nighttime. See, like, even without a sword, I'm killing mobs fairly easily here. Next ability on this is Bouncing Moonlight. So similar to the Sun Life, except during night, I will glow. Okay, moving on to the next ability. Now that it's daytime, my abilities will no longer work, and that's caused by Blinding Sun. And then Conquering Sun, the next ability, is that I'll get decreased speed during day. Alright, so that's all the origins in this data pack. If you enjoy the data pack, or you want to see more, I would appreciate if you subscribe to me here on YouTube, as well as over on my Planet Minecraft page. And if you're over on YouTube, the link to the Planet Minecraft page will be in the description as always. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time.